Most people know where they work. They know the company, the role, the routine, and the paycheck. But that still leaves a deeper question unanswered. Very few know who they really work for. Is it your boss, your company, your family, your customers, your team, or yourself? At Kaizen Smarter, this question matters because the answer changes how you work, why you work, and who you work for is turning you into. There is an old Indian story about a man named Valya Koli. Before he became the sage Valmiki, he lived as a robber and justified his life by saying that he was doing it for his family. That is what makes this story timeless. One day he stopped the sage Narad. But Narad did not respond with fear or anger. He responded with calm and with a question that exposed the truth underneath Valya's actions. Narad asked him a question so simple it shattered his worldview. You say you do this for your family, but will they also share the burden of your actions with you? It was a question about responsibility, not excuse. His family would accept the benefits, but not the burden. They wanted the support, not the consequence. And in that moment, Valya saw that the cost of his choices was still his alone. That moment changed him. He returned to Narad, asked for a new path, transformed himself, and eventually became sage Valmiki. Real growth begins when responsibility becomes personal. That story still speaks to us today. We may not live his life, but we still make daily choices in the name of work, duty, ambition, and approval. The question remains the same. Who are we really doing it for? Sometimes you work for your family. Bills, food, shelter, education, stability. These are not small things. At this level, work is about responsibility, care, and the basic human need to provide. Sometimes you work for your manager and your organization. You align with goals, deadlines, standards, and the mission of something larger than yourself. Here, work is about trust, structure, safety, and professional growth. Sometimes you work for your customers or clients. You solve the problems, reduce pain, create value, and help other people succeed. Service gives work meaning because your effort becomes useful in the life of someone else. Sometimes you work for your team. Whether you lead, support, or collaborate, doing your part fully helps the whole group move forward. This is where work becomes shared energy, belonging, respect, and momentum. You can almost see this as a ladder. First survival, then security, then belonging, then respect, and finally self actualization. The level you work from changes the meaning of your work, and the higher you rise, the more work becomes growth, not just obligation. But above all of these, you also work for yourself, not in a selfish way, in a conscious way. At Kaizen Smarter, this is the heart of the idea. Continuous self improvement, self respect, and becoming the kind of person who can serve family, team, organization, and customers better. So, who do you really work for? A mature answer might be I work to provide, to contribute, and to serve, but above all, I work to become better. This is the Kaizen Smarter way. Improve continuously, live intentionally. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Kaizen Smarter.